If you are new to watercolor pencils and you want to learn more about this medium, you came to the right place. Welcome to my channel. This is Trisha. I'm so happy to have you here. Today we're going to use Faber-Castell to draw plants in teacups and a tea kettle. So what you're seeing me doing here is just layering several colors, greens, light greens and darker greens. This set of watercolor pencils do not have names for the colors. So I'm just going to refer them as light green or dark green or yellows because they only have numbers. They don't have names, so I don't think it's helpful to describe exactly. You can see the pencils that I'm using. I'll go from one darker color to a lighter color or vice versa. So right here I'm just trying to add colors here to the leaves of this plant. This is maybe an indoor plant, maybe the photo plant that has a very deep green color. As you can see, I have already sketched the drawing here, and I'm just going over with the watercolor pencils, and I'm trying to erase some of the pencil lines because when I use the lighter colors, the pencil lines don't show if I erase them. So from time to time you're going to see me erasing them there. So this technique you see in there, as I have mentioned, is the layering. So we will be adding several different colors. Well, here is really only 3 colors, and then eventually I will blend them. So right now I'm blending this darker green with the lighter green there. And once we add the water later on, then we're going to see how the pigments activate and it becomes a much more smoother surface. The paper that I'm using here in this video is a watercolor paper from my sketchbook. This is a good quality sketchbook and a good quality paper, but this drawing has a lot of details. So I wished I had a hot press paper. This is probably a cold press paper. It has a lot of texture and a lot of grains. So ideally it should have a hot press paper, but this one worked fine. It held the water pretty well. It just was a little bit difficult to work on in certain very small details because a lot of texture in this paper. Anyway, so when using watercolor pencils and watercolor in general, it's best to apply the light colors first, as you see me doing here to color this teacup, and then go for the darker colors. So this is going to be sort of a earth color cup. So it has maybe very light pale orange, and then earth brown color, and then also chocolate brown. And as you see me there, now I'm blending them and actually adding a little more brown of that chocolate brown color. And even now I'm using some of the black as well to really show the shadows in this cup. And of course I always imagine where the light is coming. So here I'm imagining that the light's coming from the left side, and so you see both in the cup as in the plant, the left side of the element is lighter colors, and the right side is darker colors, has darker colors. And so that's it's how you can show light and shadows in your subject. And you kind of have to have an idea in your mind which colors you're going to bring in first. So try it whenever possible, always bring the lighter colors first. So the same thing with the water you see me doing there now. I'm bringing the water into the lighter areas of the subject and then move on to the darker areas and sort of blend everything together. Also, whenever possible, try to leave a small area in white or just blank, just no pigments at all, because then you show that there is really a source of light in that area of your subject. So bringing the water here into these pigments is very satisfying because you start seeing the drawing come together and come alive as you blend all these colors that we worked on so hard to layer and blending them. And then now as we add the water, and now we see the pigment activating, and you can see it becomes much brighter. And the same thing I'm doing with the cup. I add the water first in the lighter areas or where I have the lighter colors, and then I bring everything together to the darker areas of the cup. So this was a very satisfying and fun watercolor pencils exercise. I'm repeating the same process to all those elements in the page. So right now we're coloring this succulents. Succulents, is that the name? Maybe in your country it's called something else, but the process will be the same. We'll start with lighter colors, or actually we start by erasing a little bit, just a little bit, some of the pencil lines from the sketch. And then we start bringing lighter colors and building up into darker colors. And then eventually we will blend them all together. Basically, that is the whole process. And then, of course, later on, we will be adding the water. After I add the water for all these elements, I let them dry very well before I added any decorations or ink, which were done mostly in ink. So I added decorations to the cups, to the teacups, and to the plants themselves, mostly just with black ink and white ink and a few other things. But I had to let them dry very well, so you will only see that towards the very end of the video. I hope that you are enjoying these videos that I've been posting lately. I'm trying to work a little more on coloring and watercolors and watercolor pencils. There seems to be a lot of interest in that area. But of course, I will be bringing more of the drawing videos as well, just ink drawing. But it will be very helpful for me if you are liking these videos, if you let me know in the comments, and also if you at least hit the like button, because that way I know that the video is being enjoyed and is being helpful for you guys. It helps me know if I, should continue with this kind of videos or change it up to something that is more interesting for people. And also, my channel is still very small. It would be very helpful if you haven't subscribed yet. If you could subscribe, that would be wonderful for me, because I can keep bringing videos like this, hopefully at least once a week, maybe even more. So we're working here now in this other pink teacup. This was very fun to color because of I used pink and purple to make the shuttles on the other side of the cup. But as you can see there, right now I'm using the purple. And so when we blend them together, it's very satisfying to see those colors coming in together. So this video is speeding up quite a bit. I had it in a slower pace in the beginning of the video, but now I'm just speeding up a little more because we have quite a few more teacups and plants to color and to add water to it. So I just don't want to make it into a very, very long video. But yeah, let me know what you think of this video. I'm gonna let some music play for now on, and I will come back soon. So you see me here now working on this tea kettle, and that was my favorite teapot or element of this whole drawing. I don't know why, I just love tea kettles, and this is also my favorite color, turquoise and blue, that combination. I really like it. But unfortunately, you're going to see here soon when I start adding the water that there was an accident with the handle of that tea kettle. So I tried to fix it and it didn't work. So you will see me at the very end of the video trying to salvage the tea kettle. And this happens a lot with watercolor. So unfortunately, as I had mentioned, this paper is not the best paper for when you have a lot of details. You can see right there how the water is dripping outside of the drawing. So when the paper is not the ideal for the type of drawing, these things tend to happen. Sometimes it just happens for no reason. Sometimes we're just going too fast with the drawing or with adding the water, and accidents happen. My recommendation, if that is to ever happen to you, is don't give up on your drawing. So at a first glance here, it looks like it's terrible, and I just wasted several hours in this drawing, and now there is a major spill. So but don't give up, keep going. Just try to ignore that, whether it was a mistake or an accident. Just ignore it for now and come back later, and you can always fix it. Well, maybe not always, but most of the time we're able to fix these issues, these problems that happen because of our own fault or because of the supplies that we were using. I don't have it in camera when I fixed that leak that came out from the handle of the tea kettle, but you will see towards the end of the video that it got fixed. It was much better than what it is now. So my message to you is that just don't give up on your drawing just because that was a happy accident, as Bob Ross used to say, or because you made a mistake. Just keep going, just move forward. Sometimes, if necessary, even come back the next day to fix the issues. So as you can see now, the tea kettle again, the handle is much thicker. So I added more colors and more ink to fix that problem. It didn't become 100%, but it is much better than it was before. So this is the part that I had mentioned earlier in the video, that I bring some ink, and this is after the drawing is practically almost completely dry. So I add some shadows and some decorations to the teacups and the tea kettles, and then that's it, and then we are almost done. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. If this video was interesting to you and you want to learn more about watercolor pencils, then watch this next video that is about watercolor pencils for beginners. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.